I want to talk to you about evolution and present to you a map of where we're going and sometimes where we've been and how we actually fluctuate a lot between different moods, different levels of awareness, and how all of that is just okay. We're we're making progress. If we accept that the evolution of humankind necessarily involves threats to survival, in order to force a search for better strategies for thriving, if we accept that there is no growth without difficult challenges and that the nature of a world that works for our collective benefit is to constantly be presented with new challenges to boldly go where no human has gone before, then this difficult world of the present moment is precisely the apocalypse that we need right now. This is the world that is working for everyone. In the year 2000, Paul Ray and Sherry Anderson published this book, which explained a lot about how many millions of people are starting to change the world. He used an analysis of human evolution from Ervin Laszlo, who is a systems thinker, how humanity has improved in their efficiency and use of information in different eras over time, always punctuated by sudden jumps from one thought paradigm to the next. Laszlo characterized these sudden transitions as overreactions to external stimuli that would result in a crash of the entire system, followed by an upward leap to the next plateau. Oscar Ichazo was a Bolivian mystic who taught in the 1970s that human beings and entire cultures will expand their levels of awareness to higher levels of functioning through attraction to the next level. So both Ichazo and Laszlo agree that every crisis will be an opportunity for higher learning. Each jump would be experienced as a crisis, but it would lead to stability. Echazo stated that we begin at the level of belief of 6,000 different laws and rules for money, sex, power, and war. These are the ways that we meet our needs for security, survival, esteem, affection, power, and control. It's a very stressful level. The next level has fewer laws because we've created transactional relationships, basically agreements to suffer together. And we create dogma, which usually means hiding the truth from each other in order to be nice. At the next level of Saint Ego, we decide we're not going to be nice anymore. We're going to be better than everybody else and just indulge ourselves in domination and pleasure. In the next level of body awareness and intuition, we feel like we have arrived at a new level of philosophy, which is actually false. We start to become clever leaders for other people, but most of what we are saying is actually hot air. Finally, we begin to see what we are doing, and we see our shadow, and it's very disillusioning, and we start to feel worthless, a feeling that is so devastating that we will try to cover it up by insisting that we are right and everybody should agree with us. At this point, our ego begins to die in a major way. Some people call it the dark night of the soul. And nothing seems to improve the situation at all. Finally, there's this rapid awakening where we see what we've been doing and we feel sad about it, and we acknowledge we don't know what we're doing, and so we're ready to start learning.
It's at this point where we get an understanding looking backwards of where we have been and where we might be going.
We accept and understand that reality and our process has a flow to it. We no longer need to protect, promote, or prove ourselves to anyone. As we allow that flow to carry us forward, life becomes balanced and simple, and we accept both the good and the bad, and it's very serene. Then we come to a period of total love for life and humanity. Then the level of divine contemplation, where we are aware of our spiritual being while remaining in our bodies here to complete our mission. Finally, in the level of unity, we are no longer engaged with the physical world and our body. The danger in thinking about this too much is the encouragement it can give the monkey mind to attempt to manage one's spiritual progress and getting stuck in a particular level as a result. However, we can lean into growth, but we must accept that we cannot control it. We don't have a choice about whether or not we are going to evolve. We will. We do have a choice about whether or not we're going to cooperate. We're going to choose to plunge forward into the unknown, stay stuck where we are, or slide backwards. That's our choice. As far as I know, there is no other way, there is no shortcut to learning how to love than surrendering to the process, letting go of old self-serving fears, defenses, and rigid beliefs, letting go of narcissism. Just as the sun evaporates the frost from the roof, the process and goal of life is to let old vanity evaporate, to love. To choose kindness and kinship, to give and receive. And to hear the universe resound with a joyful cry, I am. The hope that this is possible is the rocket fuel for social change, the vision that builds bridges over vast chasms of despair, the ground on which resilience stands.